Hey everybody. So hope you can see me. A little hard. I didn't set the camera up the way I normally do. See if that. Nope, I didn't do it. Oh well. Okay. All right. So hopefully I'm looking at the right thing. So my name's Gary Ugaric. I own a plethora of cars, as you can see. But one of the things is I live in the Pocono Mountain regions, and I have pine trees. So I've been slowly cutting some of them down. But as you know, with any pine tree or any tree in the summer, you get tons of tree sap. So tree sap looks like crap. Many chemicals don't take it off, but I'm going to show you how to do it with simple products that you can buy at any store. So it's a few-step process. So the first thing you're going to want to do is buy 91% isopropyl alcohol. You can get this 91% at Dollar General for about $2.75 for 32 fluid ounces. Now I have 3 different waxes here. So one's a spray-on to get rid of the film that'll occur once we apply the isopropyl alcohol to the windshield and the paint. And what happens is when you do the isopropyl alcohol, it actually removes the wax that is on the surface. So you want to be able to make sure you apply a wax afterwards. And then you have your typical cleaning cloth. So this cloth is for my wax applicator for the spray. This one's for the detail mist and the cleaner wax, and then my rag for the isopropyl alcohol. So simply what you're going to want to do is take your cloth, dab a little bit onto it. You don't have to worry. All right, then you're going to walk over to your offending spot and just work it in. As you can see, the windows are covered. And there's some here on the surface of the paint. Now obviously I'm going to do the whole car, but this will give you an idea of where it goes. So there's some here on the finish, and as you can see, this window is like really bad. You know, if you start seeing that you're not getting good penetration of the sap and removal of it, just re-dab your cloth and you should be good to go. So it's even up here on the roof of this thing is a mess. So I'll have to get my ladder out to deal with that. My apologies for the bad camera work. Nobody wanted to help me today. Apparently, because in my house that requires manual labor. But as you can see, it's leaving a film on the vehicle, and what this film is just essentially the tree sap. So you can keep wiping it away, but all that's going to happen is it's going to dry, leave another film. So that's what the cleaner wax is for. Now, this stuff I actually bought, believe it or not, when I stopped for gas about a couple years ago, and it turns out it's been the best thing ever. It's for anything outside vehicles. It's called a cleaner wax, but you use it on paint, windows, etc. So it's called F1 Wash and Wax. It's pretty good stuff. So got to get my F1 cloth. So now we're going to just smear the wax across. Oh, missed a few spots, but that's okay. You just want to do nice, even sweeping motions, like as if you were waxing a car. Because the worst thing you could do for a car is swirl wax. So the object is just to go side to side. because you don't know what kind of micro contaminants could be in your microfiber cloth. So instead of doing swirls and leaving tons of swirl marks on your car, which the car wash already does, is just go side to side. Something I learned in my early detail years. So, oh, missed a spot there. Alright, so, well, this is just a video, give you a show. I'll actually do a much better job once I'm finished. Okay, so now you got your dry clean cloth, and all you're going to do is remove the wax in the same motion. Now, by putting the wax on the windows, ironically enough, it's going to sheet the rain, much like Rain-X, because that's all Rain-X is. This is really just a wax, but, people could get the same effect if they just use the right wax. Most people don't know how to buy the right waxes, but any kind of a cleaner wax will do the same job. And, of course you get that with your wipers, but you can get that with Rain-X too. So, now that I've given the wax to the vehicle windshield and the surface, the tree sap is gone. Other than a few spots I missed. So, this is almost like a before, and that's an after. So there you go. A little tip on removing tree wax from your vehicle surface using 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol, F1 washing wax, and then the high detailer. Now, the high detailer is to give you your extra protection on your surface. So remember I said I'm going to use the surface. Now, the cleaner wax, the paste, I'll use for areas that don't get a lot of wax normally. But so here's my dry cloth, and it's gonna wax it off. Boom, boom, boom. So boom, boom. So you're gonna keep this wax off your glass surface. Remember, side to side motions. And boom. Now you can see this vehicle hasn't been waxed in a while because paint's a little cleaner up here than down here, but also needs to go to the car wash. So, but that's the removal of tree wax from a surface using these fine products. And it took less than 8 minutes and 30 seconds to do those two windows and those two doors on this Kia Sedona minivan. So figure half hour, 45 minutes to do an entire vehicle. Have a great day.